So do you even play your sugar down in this matchup? Like, do you
Um,
give your opponent the free target?
uh, I no.
I imagine you just hold it till later.
Yeah, I don't know that you ever care about resting anything from your opponent on this in this matchup to really buy time. So I don't think so. I
Yeah,
think you'd rather just counter with it. But
that's what I'm thinking.
boy, that's a thought experiment that I haven't put towards.
Yeah. Like I said, this is not a matchup I think I personally have played once, but
We are starting off. Ace is going first. It looks like, and adding their Dawn out. Do we have a searcher maybe to start with here? And we do. Ezo will be the play here. Gonna search up something like a Whitebeard Pirates. Maybe go search up for the Ace character we might want to have later. Good attacker into what's going on. Consider our options real quick, and
oh, Buggy. Buggy seems very good in this matchup. I just remembered Buggy.
Buggy is pretty strong, huh?
Yeah.
I don't remember what typing Doflamingo has. But if it has Slash, I guess that is probably something we have to consider, huh?
Yeah.
Looks like Dofi is just past the turn.
I
No
know the
Dawn to
laws
untap.
have slash,
Yeah.
so I think the 7-drop Luffy is also slash. I could be incorrect though.
Looks like we are attacking for 5 with Ace. Just a take from Doflamingo. Will we continue playing Searchers? Tapping out for Ezo? Buggy? What do you got? Ezo it is. Continue the train. Find a Whitebeard Pirates to find another Ezo to keep going.
Now, is this a matchup you want to go wide? Do you, as the ace player, do you want to go wide here or do you want to go tall? I think you want to go tall, right?
I think
Like,
you want to go tall. A lot of these decks haven't been playing a whole lot of like the Punk Gibson type effects or anything.
yeah.
So I think that's fine. But Ezos aren't really considered going wide, I don't think necessarily.
No,
I
no, no,
think
no,
it's
no.
something that replaces itself, except for the one that was just played and didn't add anything,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Now that Sanji can get tall.
Yeah.
With the right amount of Dawn applied to it, he can be a big guy.
And here comes down a Nami, finding up looks to be 2K in the Tony Tony Chopper. We'll untap 2 Dawn, pass it back to the opponent. I think in any world where you're ace here, you're trying to remove that Nami as fast as possible. Don't
For
even
sure.
think about it.
I don't think you have a clean answer to it this turn, though.
Uh, if you
Oh,
have it,
no. Yeah.
if you have a Fire Fist or a Jet Pistol, those would be the options to it, I
Yeah.
think. I think even pitching 2 for a Fire Fist here is reasonable.
Yeah, I think it's fine, yeah.
You can't let the Nami accrue the value, I don't think. So I think it's fine.
I think jet pistols are most likely option.
That would be very nice. That'd be our cleanest option, I think. We'll attack for 5 here.
Oh, our ace player is playing lots of things, actually. Got a couple crossfires, yeah.
Yep, crossfires are solid, especially with Marcos.
Crossfire into a sea. No, that's not what Seaquake does.
Seaquake is an interesting tech option if that's true.
Yeah.
Looks like we're considering our options. We do have the Marco in hand that we added from the first Ezo. Could be a play to just try and play towards the board here. But like we said, you want to answer this Nami if possible. You don't want this to accrue the value.
If you have the Otama, you wait till next turn, I think.
That is also true. You could do it that way. Save the.
We could Otama Seaquake.
You could Otama Seaquake. I don't know that I necessarily love that. That'd be 2 cards to answer this again. And we're pitching a 2K of the Otama, which is very flexible in the future as well. But it is, if you have no other options, that's probably
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't, he gets 2 cards. So either way, you're down 2 cards because he gets to keep the Nami plus the card it's going to draw. So
looks like we're going for Makino. Pumping up one of these Ezos, attacking for 5 with that. So possibly setting up a nice jet pistol type effect.
Yeah.
That'd be the hope. That would be the hope.
Now, if you don't have the jet pistol, Would you ever Sanji?
No, I don't.
I'm
I
a
don't
super greedy player. I would.
I don't know that I like using Sanji most times,
Oh,
unfortunately.
I love it. It
Okay.
does things, but it is
Looks like,
probably incorrect. I will agree, but
looks like we're
as the
going in for
greedy
another
player
5
I
deep
am,
attack. This is a really nice aggressive line, I think, from the ace player. Just noticing that, hey, I can force my opponent here, who's trying to play this kind of grindy mid-range game,
yeah,
to really find answers right now.
yeah, you can't go to Value Town if I win next turn.
Looks like we are using the
Oh,
Sanji ability.
greed, I love it. I love the greed. I would have done it before I Mackinac, just in case I drew the jet pistol, but or took the jet pistol.
And we are coming in for a big attack, going down to 1 life from the side of Dofi. Boy, an amount of aggression that I did not expect for this matchup to go. You asked about wide versus tall, and I said I don't think you need to go wide, and
Oh,
they
he went
went
boat
wide.
this turn.
Well,
That's an 8K Sanji
yeah.
on turn 4.
Dofi's going to have a lot of options in hand now.
Yeah.
No
But he
events were
doesn't have a
used
lot
this
of
next
Dawn.
turn. No. You can attack with the Nami on anything here. You could probably choose one of these Makinos to get him out of the way. Draw a card.
I think you definitely knock out the Sanji first.
That is fair, actually. Looks like we're paying the 1. Look at our 3. Can we add some more counterpower to our hand? I am unsure on the event there. I don't know what film event that was.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I've even played a bit of Dofi, and I feel like I don't remember that card. I'm a big old loser.
Nah, you're fine. Lots of cards over lots of different card games to keep up with.
True.
Let's see. Let's see what he's playing.
Card point to get out of that one. And considering options here of what else we can do with the turn, it seems like 5 Dawns a decent amount of what's the option to look like.
Is this your sugar turn, maybe?
I don't think you're. I still don't
I
think you're
don't
playing
either,
sugar.
but I don't know what else you're doing here. Oh, he has 5 Dawn, not 2. Okay. What is your 5 Dawn? Film Brook into a blocker, maybe?
It looks like we're attacking here. Yeah, take out a Sanji.
I think there was a decent consideration to maybe.
Okay.
I think you would have had to put a lot of resources into it, so it's probably wrong. But that Sanji, like I say, you get real big real fast.
All right, so yeah, we played Uda as a nice blocker to stop the aggression of what's going on, and still have our 2 Dawn up for an event that's possible here. I was able to find it. The card that I didn't know is Union Armando. I've never seen this card before, but up to one of your film type leader or characters getting plus 4,000 during the battle, and if that card is a character, the character cannot be KO'd this turn. Very interesting ability. Nice searchable film card. Looks like Ace is coming down, and that'll be a bit of a kick here as we're trying to defend with the Zuda, and it's going to be a bit awkward now.
Yeah, that seems like a worst case scenario here for our Dofi opponent.
I think so. The Nami is also just vulnerable to being attacked by Nizo, if that was an option. I think we lead with one of these bigger attacks. Maybe
I think you lead with Ace at 5.
Ace at 5, you think?
Yeah, and then if he takes it, you might just Makino 1 Ezo twice, and then have 2 bigger attacks.
Okay, that's
You
actually a possibility.
7.
I don't think he ever takes this attack, but that is fair.
I don't either, but yeah, he's got a fistful of cards plus a counter, so
yeah.
So he has 2 Dawn up, right? That's his Dawn pile next to the 2 Dawn.
Correct. Yeah, it's 2 Dawn available. such is the Dofi ability to allow you to untap 2.
Yeah.
Looks like the attack for 5 does come in. I assume we'll see a pitch of some 1K here or 2K.
Here comes sugar.
Not an event.
Still just thinking about what he wants to get rid of.
And it looks like we are just going to let the Nami die. So that was an attack on the Nami specifically.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting attack.
I think
it's fine.
I think it is fine.
Yeah.
You want to answer the Nami. I just it seems like we were taking an aggressive line, so it seems like an odd pivot there is all. But I think we're in a fine enough spot. That's fine.
Aggressive,
yeah. So attacking in for 7. This could either see Uda say this Ezo can't attack, which is awkward because you have 2 Ezos, or you could just play something.
Yeah, that's why
like
I think you attack with the Ezos last, because you can commit both Machinos to 1.
Yeah. Well, I think that's completely fair.
I think that's the best line regardless here. Yeah. I think even if he events out of this, I would rather hit you for 8 than 5 twice.
And I think you should event out of this. And it looks like that's the agreement here, as we'll see Spiderweb. And now you have a consideration. You can do 2 5K attacks or 2 bigger attacks.
I think you just do reasonable. One because that makes the Uda have less value. Right, because he can jump in and then this... No, maybe he's going the other direction.
Yeah, 1 big attack is what it looks like.
Okay, yeah. I think this makes the Uda blocking, like, not a possibility unless you're willing to lose it.
I think you have to lose it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Uda blocking
Well, I think the 2 small attacks, he can save it. I think this way
so.
he has to take the...
I'm not sure that's exactly true, since the Uda was minus 3K'd from the Ace ability, but...
Oh, yeah. Never mind. You're correct. I forgot about the Ace 3K.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, I don't think it ultimately matters. I think you're still in a fine spot either way. Clearing the Uda off the board is the important part here. So Dofi's still at 1 life. Probably looking for something along the lines of the 7-drop Luffy to be able to play in something else like a Nami here, because you need to be able to block but also buy back the board. I think that'd be one of your best plays here. We should see 5K come in. Yeah, clear something off the board. Yeah. Probably be one of the things that is being very obnoxious in the Machinos right now. And it looks like we do see the 7-drop Luffy come down. What are we putting in next to it? And it looks like Uda. And we'll untap 2 and pass back. So 2 blockers to try and stop the aggression that was posed to us. And you know, we haven't seen a lot of this Ace Wish yet? Events. Where are the events?
Yeah. The only one he's played is the one he drew, correct?
Yeah, he played, I believe, 1 guard point to save the Sanji previously. And so just trying to figure out what we could be using to remove these things. I haven't seen them yet.
So we do play the 1 new gate. This would be... Oh, wait. Just going for the house here.
Looks like Flame Emperor is coming down. We'll clear the big blocker. Roll the big attack. Give it double attack. Not that it matters here, but yeah, clear out that Luffy and also attack for very large is just such a powerful effect. This is kind of one of the cards we talked about as being probably pretty good here.
Yeah, no, for sure. I do think in the end, our ace player has chosen to go tall.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think they've chosen violence. I think that's the answer.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like, I've seen less aggression from Zoro players.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what our aces players like perfect like 10 card run is, but this has to be it for this matchup, or pretty close to it.
So looks like we're pumping up one of these Ezos, getting in for 6K. Making sure to do this before the Uda can block and say this Iso can't attack. Probably an attack for 6k, an attack for 7k with the ace, and an attack for 9k with the leader ace. Just my assumption here.
Oh, I was thinking 2 8s. You're probably right there. Oh, there are sugars. We were wondering.
Okay. Two
Found them.
sugars out. Yep. Yeah, I think the attack for 9k is the most important one. You want to get over any of the events that can possibly be played.
Yeah, I don't know the events by heart. You're our
Most of them are
resident
4ks.
green,
so.
purple. Okay.
So we'll take that one and say, all right, I'm going to get in here.
Oh,
You could just there's
hold
okay.
up a guard point.
Yeah,
I
so
mean, you really need to. You're at 3 life.
It's about protecting the ace. It's not about protecting your life. You just want to protect what you have on board.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Yeah, Armado's coming down, and here we go. Untapping with Uda still, so
I have seen this card.
we have a
Just
little bit of
never in this
protection.
deck.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I have seen this card.
All right, from the side of Dofi, can we 10-drop Dofi is the first question, and
If not, do we have 7-drop monkey?
No, you can't. You can't do that. Well, you could, I guess. You just have to block with the Uda.
Yeah, I just don't think you have like a ton of option. Like you're just fighting to stay alive at this point.
Yeah. So if we're not doing that, it'd be the Luffy type play we saw last turn to try and do that instead. Buy back that way. It feels like you want to pressure something on your opponent's board here. It really feels like you need to take something out.
I don't think you're going to be able to take out the ace. I think you just pop the Makino and force them to invest. Because then he just has to invest in the Izos if he wants to attack with them.
And it looks like we're agreeing that that's the first target, and that one's gone. And it looks like 10-drop Dofi is the play here. I don't hate it.
This is really good in my opinion. I mean,
it's fine. You're gonna lose the Uda.
You have but you have the blocker. Like,
yep.
This buys you up essentially a whole turn.
Yeah, it'll be something to attack back on the ace, which is the important part here. So, untapping, but except we don't untap anything that's got a Pikachu on it. It looks like here.
Yeah, our Pokemon playmat and Pokemon sleeves.
Yeah. We'll want to pressure our opponent a lot this turn if possible. We could play towards a board a little bit, play something out to develop a little bit, but you just want to probably do a bigger attack with this Iso, make sure that the Uda has to block and die.
If you don't have unblockable Luffy, Ace, like, aren't we just swinging as big as we can? And
well, I think it's interesting. I think if your opponent has more 10-drops in hand, if you don't attack big enough with this first attack,
then you're sideways fast.
Yeah, you're gonna start falling behind pretty quickly. But
I think that was 5.
Yeah, it's like, dude, what can I play to help fix that?
Swing for 7, if I can count.
Oh, there's still a Dawn attached. We'll get that back.
I think it was supposed to be a swing for 7.
Looks like an attack for 6, actually.
Yeah.
Awkward enough. But yeah, we'll just pitch a 2K there, it looks like.
Yeah, that's why I like 7 a little bit more, but I don't know what's in his hand.
Looks like we're playing out a Marco just to have another body on the field. And I do like that. I agree that an attack for 7 would have either forced the Uda or forced an event, which might have been better. But obviously, we found importance in holding up this Dawn previously, so something is there that we feel like is important enough.
What does he have that is? Because he can't Rad Beam.
Yeah, Rad Beam is not a possibility. You'd have to be Guard Point as my consideration here. Guard Point would put us up to 10K on the ace, and Dofi is a 10K, so maybe it's something like that.
Yeah. And then just discard a 1k.
Yeah, something like that to help to just make sure that this ace sticks around. But I don't know. We're gonna see what the importance of that Dawn is in just a bit. For the Dofi player, I think we're trying to chain another 10-drop Dofi if possible. It's lost a bit of its effect here as your opponent did play to the board last turn, but you'd still be able to tap down the Ezo, ace, and ace, I think, to keep your opponent just kind of pressured, while also being able to attack with this other Dofi, I suppose. Very important.
Now, do any of these Dofi players play Krieg?
Krieg is an option that you can play. I haven't played it. I feel like it's just a bit weird because
So just win Mori.
yeah, kind of in general, that's how I thought about Krieg. It
Gotcha.
does powerful things, but yeah, when you're in a point like this, you don't necessarily care about killing two things. You're just I feel like it's not doing enough. If it pitched for like 1K or something, I think it'd be pretty reasonable. But since it doesn't, it's just not.
Oh yeah, I forgot no counter. Yeah. So many good cards you just can't play because no counter.
Yeah, it looks like we were considering an option for maybe attacking for 11, trying to
I like that.
just be
He's
4K over the ace. It looks like.
He's factored in the guard point.
Yeah, guard point plus 2K is now
That's
something
a
you got to
steep
consider.
toll to play at pay.
Looks like we have about 5 cards in the hand of ace there. Looks like they are considering maybe keeping it versus not keeping it.
So if the opponent just plays down another blocker, keeping this ace is like not great. Right? Oh, we're keeping it.
We've pitched 3 cards to keep this, so very important that it was up to 11K even because I had to pitch 2 1Ks to get out of it. And it looks like we're down to just 1 card in ace. If we have another blocker here, if we have a Luffy, an Uda, anything like that, a queen, yeah, queen would be another option that also cleans up the hand for you. Yeah, this feels like it's slipping away from the aggressive side of ace here.
Definitely feels like this turned around a little bit.
Now, if you have another Flame Emperor in hand, if that's your last card here, and you can replay that up, it'd be pretty powerful. But we'll have to see if that's actually what we got left.
What is Uda? Uda's 6.
It's a 4. Is a 5K.
It's a 5K. Okay, yeah. So like even a jet would be probably like okay. It
Yeah,
allows you to start reapplying pressure.
Yeah, Jet Pistol, Fire Fist are all still fine here. I guess Fire Fist with 1 card in hand doesn't really work a whole lot, but
yeah, Fire Fist, yeah, that's your worst draw, I think, right now.
But no problem, because Ace at any time can just say, "Hey, I discard this for an extra 1K attack." Powerful effect on the Ace leader for sure. It looks like we are attacking with the Uda even. Just clearing out one of these Ezos. And I'm sorry, is that another Uda? We had enough Dawn to do all of this? Yeah, we attacked for 1, then 5, then 4. Oh, man. That was probably a pretty good queen. Jeez. Yeah, blockers have been found from the Dofi side. And it looks like we are a Whitebeard pirating. Gonna try and find a way out of this. Maybe we can find an ace. Be pretty powerful here. So that's blocker, Marco. Not bad. Card that is restricted, so obviously it's got an amount of power to it in general. Not exactly the best spot for it, but we'll be able to help stabilize this board that feels like it's slipping away right now. And yeah, looking to the side here, what do you equip to be able to do these attacks as ace? You want to try and pop as many blockers as you can, but you still want to be able to attack over the type of events that you could possibly see to get out of the Dofi attack. So yeah, it does look like we're opting for that. We'll go for a 9K attack. That does mean you could block with queen and 4K out still.
Yeah.
Looks like we're considering the options out of Dauphine. I understand wanting to and not wanting to all at the same time. Looks like an Uda will just jump in front of that one, get it out of the way. Not committing the event. It's kind of one of the more powerful things too, is like threatening but not using effects sometimes is just a way of playing towards power.
Yeah, for sure. Like ace with cards in hand is, to me, the scariest leader with cards in hand, aside from maybe Newgate.
Still have two sizable attacks we can kind of fall into here as well. Could be an attack for 2 9s if we wanted them.
Asking how many cards. I believe it's 4.
Yeah, it looks like that way. You know, I think 2 9s is actually quite good here.
I agree.
Your opponent would have to be forced to block with the queen,
Or dump his whole hand.
or dump his whole hand to save it.
Oh, okay. So we're just going with a 5.
Okay, that does mean we're going to play to the board here instead, I assume. So we'll attack for 9 with this one. Interesting. So now you can block with the queen and use an event to get out of it. Okay, we don't have an event. That's important to note. So block with queen and it dies.
Yeah.
And we do play the blocker Marco that we picked up this turn to help protect against the Dofi attacking back on us. Pretty strong there, I think.
Yeah, that was not having the event was probably the
It feels like one of the most
icing on
important
the
things
cake
here.
of that turn for him, for the ace player.
So now this giant Dofi attack doesn't matter quite as much. And it's what can you answer out of my board with your leader attack, and I'm not sure you can. I do have only one card in hand as ace, so just the one means probably not a whole lot going on.
Is this going to be a... This might be another turn where Uda has to attack to try to clear space here.
I'm not sure you can afford that.
I'm with you, but like, yeah. Oh yeah, you don't have any. Never mind, he doesn't have any.
No life. And
nor events.
We'll see when a Fiesta come down here, search up hopefully something like another Uda, but instead we'll find Nami.
So if you have big Luffy, that Nami feels okay. Only if you have big Luffy.
Nope. It looks like we're just playing out the Nami, searching for possibly more events or counters in the way here. The Union Armado would be nice. It's nice to know we have options, though. Looks like we're looking at 3 and not snap deciding. And it is the last Uda, I believe. Very important find. So that can be a play here.
So you have to pay 1 for the Nami, right?
Yeah, you do have to pay 1 for Nami.
Did he forget to pay it? Because he's only done 5.
It's a total of 5 so far, right? Buena Fiesta is 1. Nami would be a total of 4.
So that's 5. He's only got 5 tapped, and now he's equipping to the leader.
Yeah, so that'd be 6, and I'll have 4 left.
Like, yeah, I can't count.
Okay. I mean, I'd rather you not count than him play wrong, so it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, Nami's 3. I thought Nami was 4. I'm just...
Aha, there we go. That's the confusion.
That's where my... Yeah. I'm mathing. Don't worry.
All right. So now we have 2 blockers in these Udas. We're able to force the blocker Marco to die this turn, as there wasn't a card to be able to pitch that was Whitebeard Pirates in hand. And now it's, can we get through with these attacks? So attack for 7. We know you didn't have an event last turn. We didn't see you add 1 this turn.
Yeah.
Were you playing around this entire time, not having 1 somehow?
That would be the ultimate bluff. This really does show the power of the.
It's Punk Gibson.
Oh my goodness!
Man.
He could have hard drawn that, I guess, but.
Yeah, so you got out of that one, and that means the next 2 attacks can be blocked with Udas. So we're getting out of these now. But again, the problem is, what's going on? How can I kill my opponent when I have no more blockers left?
Well, Nami's going to get you an extra card this next turn. So is that.
There is that. We're not able to find enough blockers. I feel like we got like a Luffy left probably. These lists only play like 1 or 2 queens usually, so maybe we have one more.
Okay.
So I'd be curious as to what's left because we found all 4 Udas so far. Considering options of what else we can do. This
All right, let's see what he draws into. So I may be looking at the wrong list, but I think he may run 3 queen.
3 queen, okay.
3 queen.
So there's more to dig to. They are not film cards, so queen can't be found off of Nami or anything, but you can draw into them.
Another does 10 drop? No, 10 drop doesn't even get you out.
10 drop does not save you here.
Yeah.
You do not have enough to attack to kill all your opponent's life. I think you're trying to clear the board a bit and hopefully play 1 blocker in the way.
Does Ace have a hand? It looks like he's handless.
I think he's got nothing.
Yes. So clearing at least is like doable without, dealing with Marco shenanigans.
Well, hopefully we found a Luffy of some sort, because I think that's going to be our best plays here. But looks like we're going to be attacking for what could be 6 into the Marco, I assume. So 6 and tap 1. Let's look at top 3. How many events can we find? And there's a Luffy.
There's a Luffy.
Continuing the train of blockers.
Yep.
Not out of the woods yet, but that's definitely a start. So that'll go on the Ace. Clear that out. And now the Luffy can block one of these 2 attacks, and you have to be able to get out of the other one.
I mean, he's got a bunch of cards in hand. He could just have the counter power.
Not impossible. When you're playing so many events in a deck list, it's definitely possible, but looks like we're tapping 7.
What else we got?
Outside it. It looks like no, we're declining that. Makes sense. We want the counter power in hand. And we'll untap 2.
All right. Let's see if Ace can figure this out.
You could attack for 10, attack for 11. That means you'd have to get out of the 10 attack. So you'd need 2k counter plus event.
Yeah.
Not impossible. Not impossible.
I mean, if my count was correct, he had 4 cards in hand.
Looks like
nope,
3 there, I'm seeing.
Oh, yeah, so he would need multiple 2Ks, yeah, without the event, yeah. Oh.
And Ace is a big rip. That's a card that's gonna feel bad. So now we're gonna attack 3 times, which means hey, you're gonna need another 2k. Oh boy, 7
I don't think
7
you
7.
can get out of it. Yeah, I think it's 3 7.
Yeah.
I don't think there is.
So you can discard 2 cards. If you have an event, you can get out of 1 more here. So 7k comes in. You can event or Luffy.
It? No, it's the Luffy.
And then 7k with Ace. No? Thumbs up? Finger guns? Does he have an event as the last card in hand? It is not. It's Guild Tessero. It doesn't counter. Oh, it's so close, though.
Yeah, he almost turned it around.
We held on for so many turns.
Incredible aggression. Yeah.
Wow.
Man, the game went so well for Ace so early.